Hi everyone, welcome to All About You. And today we are starting a brand new series here in our program talking about faith versus modernity. So get ready because throughout the month of September, we are going to be exploring throughout these weeks a little bit about what is going on in the world and to help you have your eyes wide open so you may not be deceived and so that your faith may be protected. All right, so today, as you can see there in the title of the program, just Google it. Okay, so we are getting more and more used to going to Google. And when I say Google, I'm not here to criticize, I'm not here to even advertise Google, but just to bring the whole subject of how things work and what we can do about it. Okay, so it's not a personal attack or anything like that. Going back to what I was saying, so whenever you want to know about something, you want to know how to make something, you want to learn something new, you want to get to know about things, or for example, this one is very dangerous. Okay, so let's emphasize on this one. Whenever you have a pain, have you ever done that before? Who has ever done that before? Raise your hands, please. Me. I have done that. I did that when I felt a pain. And I think I felt a pain in my stomach, or I don't know even where it was. It was on this side or that side. And I said, oh my God, where is this pain coming from? What is happening to me? And what did I do? I started Googling it. Okay, let me find out. And doing my researches there on Google. So what can we come out with when we go to Dr. Google? Most certainly, you're going to find out that you are dying. And you're going to even prepare your funeral because you have a terminal illness, or you have something rare, or I don't know. There's so many crazy things we can get out of it. And you need to be very, very alert to that. So you may not be deceived. Sometimes it's a pain, maybe trapped air or something. Of course, if it's something more serious, or if the pain persists, you should go to the doctor to find out what is really going on. And how many times we go to doctor more than once, or you want a second opinion because you're not sure if that diagnosis was the correct one, or you need to go back to it, even in the same doctor sometimes. Okay, let's repeat the test. So let alone, imagine going to Google to find out about it, someone that has never seen you before, or they don't know what is really going on. And sometimes it's just a pain that maybe you felt then, but if you use your faith and you just rebuke it and go on, the pain will go. You know that faith moves mountains, but in that moment, that feeling, or that those emotions start coming to you, and those worries start attacking you, and you start going to Google. So be careful with your researches, okay, especially when it comes to your health. And talking about researches, there are so many researches we can make, and usually people go so much to Google when they want to find out an information about history, about the news as well. There are even those apps that you can download on your phone for you to get some news or of what is going on in the world. And you know what? There are so many fake news going on out there, but many people they don't want to go through the trouble to find out if that's true or not. Let's take, for instance, the UCKG, for example. That's a church I attend to, and many of you, they go there as well. So we know what it's about. We know what God has done in our lives since we went there, since we started attending. We know where we came from. We know the lives that we used to live before we arrived. And we know what we have been receiving there. We know what is right and what is wrong. But many people have been believing lies that they see on the internet without even finding out for themselves what this is all about. And they hate the church, they hate the bishops and pastors of the church without even getting, as I said, going to the trouble and going there themselves to find out for themselves. And when they do, is really when they are suffering to the point of not having anywhere else to go to, and it's like the last door that they decide to knock, right? So in the same way that it happens to the UCKG, don't you think it's only with us? They do that with others as well. They do that with celebrities. They do that with so many people. They do that with news, like about what is going on in the world and wars and things like that. And they also do that when it comes to politicians. Politicians, do you know? So there are people who hate certain politicians just based on what the news and social media have been telling them about. They don't go to the trouble, they don't want to go there to make their own researches, to know what is really going on, to find out more about what is going on, to also have this balance, going to different sources, not only the very same sources, to find out what it is and what is not. There are people who simply don't, they are lazy to find out, and then embrace those ideas, those misconceptions about certain people. They start hating or criticizing certain people without knowing if those news are fake or not. So you have to have your eyes open so you may not be deceived by those fake news. Be careful not to start embracing those ideas, especially when it comes to people. Because it's very easy for us as Christians to say, oh, you shall not judge, and you don't judge people around you, but you are judging people based on what the news and social media are telling you. So please be careful with what you have been reading, and try to find out and make more research to see for yourself. Of course, there's no way we can know everything, but at least you're going to have some balance there, all right? And try to find out more for yourself, okay? Because we know that social media and social networks and websites and things like that, internet itself has been helping us a lot, especially when you use it correctly as the right tools to help us out. But be careful with what you read. Be careful with the information that we are observing, okay? And also talking about social media now, we spoke about it on our last program. If you like to watch the program, was the last video of our series 21 ways, discipline in 21 ways actually. You can click on the link to find out more. We also have another video talking about Please Like Me. That's the title of the program, Please Like Me, for you to get to know more about this subject, okay? Because today I'm not gonna go that deep. But we also need to be careful because we are living in an era as well of social networks. So number one, social networks take a lot of your time. Even if you're following people that you say, oh, they are of the faith, they are my friends, they believe in what I believe in, and they are inspirational, etc., etc. But you need to be careful because we are there browsing, going to your feed and going there, finding out about people's lives, what they are doing, what they are going, what they're up to, and things like that. You end up wasting a lot of your time that you should be investing on yourself, right? You should be investing in learning and being stronger, investing in your own self-confidence, which, by the way, it's something that you cannot acquire through these social networks. On the opposite, those social networks are there, many of them, most of them are there to mess up with your self-esteem. Why? Because you're comparing yourself to people all the time. You are there searching to see if they are liking you, if they're helping you, and you start posting things to please everyone. So it's very, very dangerous. Not only that as well, people that you might encounter, people that are there, even with fake profiles, trying to attract you and also to lead you to, something wrong, or lead you astray from your faith, your beliefs, all right? Getting to know people that have nothing to do with you. Well, there are so many things we can talk about when it comes to social networks. So be very wise and be very disciplined when it comes to that, okay? With the time that you spend when you're there, why you're there in the first place. Consider even, how can I say, closing down your account in certain social networks that you don't actually need, right? Certain groups, even on WhatsApp or Telegram, etc. Try to see if certain groups that you belong to are really helping you. Are they bringing you closer to God, or bringing wrong ideas, or affecting you somehow, making you feel weaker, making you even do things that you know are wrong, and afterwards you feel guilty. All right, so today that's all for now. We have so much to talk about. We have so many more subjects to emphasize and talk about. So today, this is what we are going to stay with and meditate upon. Be very vigilant, be very careful, all right? And as I said, use your faith more. Do not rely or depend so much on what Google says, all right? Try to find out more what is going on. Be careful not to embrace certain ideas, certain beliefs. And talking about ideas and beliefs, there are more to come. Thank you for being with us, and till next time. Bye-bye.